I want to represent my own culture and language to the globe. I want to be representative so I can tell to the globe in their own language, like, okay, there's a state called Punjab, and we have this kind of rich culture and language and music and attires and food and everything. So yeah, this is how I think.
Don't you think, since you started out though, that now the influence, I don't know if it's because of the internet or maybe because our artists like you are having so much crossover success, that there's more understanding and there's more excitement over learning about the culture versus when you started off, right? Because I think back, when I'm sure you were first traveling, people probably in some countries had never seen somebody with a turban, probably didn't know what it means to be Sikh, the kind of music you do. And now, do you think that wherever you go in these new places that people are embracing and appreciating it?
Actually, recently I visited Thetford, Norfolk, England, when I was flying to Montreal for the very first concert on 7th of July in 2018. Before 2 or 3 days, there was a Thetford festival where Maharaja Dalip Singh used to live. There's a estate called Alverden Estate.
Okay.
It was owned by Maharaja Dalip Singh. Now it's owned by Guinness family, Guinness Book of World Record. And they consider me as a guest of honor of that festival, of that city. I said, oh my God, that's a huge deal.
Yeah.
For a turbaned brown guy from India and who is, considering as a guest of honor in the Thetford city in United Kingdom, and it's a huge deal for me. And there was a question and answer session. In England, there is a culture of question and answer. 100 people are sitting on chairs, and artist is here, and there's a one host, and they can ask anything on the spot. And it was like 1.5 hours session. And in the end, they said, "What is your one-liner?" I said, I'm so much glad and very grateful to the British community and the white people who consider me as a guest of honor and who allow me to go to in their personal estate in Alverden Estate. I'm one of the few Sikhs and Punjabis who visited Alverden Estates inside. I see that house, and it's very overwhelming, and it's honorable moment for me. And my one-liner is, let's go for the universal harmony.
Yeah.
Let's respect every single religion on this earth. Let's love every single color. Like if you're brown, white, black, or whatever. Absolutely. If you're any community, any language, any culture, you have to respect and love them, and they will bounce back the same to you.
Absolutely.
This is how the world will work now, because we are not living in the villages or cities or states or countries now. We are living in a global village now. It's one thing. What is happening here in Toronto, it will go to Delhi in 3-4 seconds with Google and net and everything. So where is the difference now? The culture is almost same. We are speaking almost one language. You can see, English was my fourth language, and now
it's your fourth language.
It is.
Wow.
So it's happening now.
Yeah.
You have to love and respect every religion, language, color, and culture, and then you can create a global, universal harmony.
And are we going to see you doing more acting?
I definitely will consider, love to do films.
Maybe another historical piece.
No, I did the historical piece. Now I have to do some contemporary things.
Okay.
But slightly, you may say, offbeat or parallel cinema. That might consider as a mainstream cinema too, if you're doing it properly and accordingly, like people can understand actually what I'm trying to say in a broader way.
So let's put it out there, because I believe putting things on the universe, then they happen, right? So let's talk about Dream Project with Dream co-star, Dream director, really quickly. What would it be?
Okay, Dream co-star.
Yeah.
It's always Drew Barrymore.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know. She's just gorgeous. I find her gorgeous.
You have a lot of time on flights. I feel like you're watching all these movies. You're like,
Yeah.
you probably have a good story. What is the craziest thing a fan has done to meet you? Because I've heard some good stories from other artists where like fans will try to sneak in with like the serving staff, or they'll like try to like pretend they work at a venue and try to break in that way. So do you have a funny story, crazy story of what a fan's done to meet you?
I would not say that crazy stories. That's the affectionate way for me, actually. Whatever your admirers do. Uh,
But you know how some fans go the extreme to meet you, right? Like they will
yeah,
go above and beyond.
sometimes in Punjab, in Chandigarh, where I reside, sometimes they come daily from morning to evening, and they are just buzzing the.
At your house?
Yeah,
How do they find out where you live?
it's
Is
very
this well known?
easy.
So if I go to Chandigarh and I say, where is this home? They'll be like, oh, right there, madam.
Yeah, yeah. It's if you are a people's person and a celebrity, or you may say like a general figure that is like slightly famous, people can find okay. He's artist. It was so late, like in my 20s, when I start performing. But before that, it just happened. Like Almighty is showing something artistic to you, and my background is totally hardcore farming
Mm.
background, and I did farming with my hands, and I'm very proud of that
I
too.
didn't know you actually did farming.
Really?
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
No, no, I am. I'm a hardcore farmer,
Yeah.
and I'm so proud of that. Even when I was walking on the red carpet in Cairns, and I said that, okay, I'm a farmer guy, and they clapped on that. Yeah. So I was in class third. Actually, there's a misinterpretation. Like I was third, but I was in class third, so I might be like age of 5 or 6. Then I started like in some village gurdwara, when
Mm.
in your school, when some festivals and some programs, or in your village or district. Then I
When was the moment where people said, you know what, not, you can't just teach, you have to be a performer, like you have to put out an album, you have to do this?
It was 2008 when I got call from here, especially this city, Toronto.
Oh, really?
Yes, that
Oh,
was.
Toronto, making your life so different.
Actually, I say it to the entire globe, to the media, like, okay, Toronto is the city who made me from Satinder to Sartaaj.
Wow.
And they said, okay, we heard you on YouTube, this song, Filhal Hawama Room Diya, or this and that, and this sounds good. We need you to come here and perform for Canadian Punjabis. And I said, okay, I can. And I was so happy, honestly. Then I wrote some songs ਕਿ ਹੁਣ ਦੇਰ ਨੀ ਦਿਨਾਂ ਚ ਰੱਬ ਛੇਤੀ ਹੀ
Mm.
ਕਰਾਊ ਬੱਲੇ ਬੱਲੇ ਲਾਲਾ ਢੋਲਕੀ ਨੂੰ ਆਟਾ ਪਾਲਾ ਪੰਜੇ ਉਂਗਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਛੱਲੇ. So uh, in April 2009, 9th of April, I landed here in Pearson International, and on 11th of April, my first album released here in Lloyd Thompson.